back to Hold the Phone YouTube. Here are our best bets for Tuesday night college basketball. We appreciate each and every single one of you for tuning back into the best sports betting show here on YouTube. Like the video. Like the video. Please like the video. Subscribe to the page as we stare down the barrel of March Madness and we continue to go brick by brick, step by step, one day at a time. Game number one is a topic of conversation.
Yeah, we got to get on board.
Vegas gatekeeping.
You've been talking to me about this team for weeks.
Months. If
I had a nickel for every time I woke up and Gavin said to me,
maybe today's the day.
Everybody's just going to take Miami of Ohio today? 23-0, 24-0, 25-0, 26-0.
27-0.
27-0.
Look.
Let's take Marshall. Let's take Ohio. Let's take UMass. Why don't we take Bowling Green?
Yeah, UMass 8 times.
What could go wrong?
But the problem is no one's even known about this.
Buffalo.
No one is talking about
Kent
Miami
State.
of Ohio.
Overtime.
It's unbelievable. No, like this has been a Vegas gatekeeping a team. I wouldn't be sitting here right now if I would have just gotten on board weeks ago like I should have, even when they were 12-0, 13-0, 14-0.
Fade them.
Yeah, why not fade them?
Loops, I got a lock for you tonight. Marshall.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet Marshall's good.
Yep. No, every team that they play stinks. And you look at the game and they're up 15.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
So fuck it. Tonight, we're not going to beat around the bush. We're going to beat onto it. Give us Miami of Ohio minus 8.5 against Eastern Michigan, against Eastern Illinois, Eastern Washington, Eastern Texas State, Eastern fucking Tennessee, Jacksonville, Wyoming. It does not matter. Give us Miami of Ohio minus 8.5. It doesn't matter if this is being played in a gym, an auditorium, a fucking theater. On Mars in the U.S. or in Milan, Italy. Give us Miami of Ohio minus 8.5 because when you look at the game, they'll be up 15 and you don't know why you didn't just tail the bastards.
No, I mean, this team, they're averaging 92 points a game.
Yeah. They don't miss.
They have 6 players averaging double digits.
Yeah.
You know how insane that is?
You only have 5 that play on the court.
And someone else is averaging 9.9. So if he has 12 tonight, they're going to have 7 players in double digits.
They spread it like cream cheese on a bagel.
I mean, they spread you out like you during football season.
Yeah, they spread you out like Bonnie
during
Blue.
The conference championship.
Yep.
It's time to get on board. It's Tuesday night. Start the day off. I think it's the first game of the night, like 6 o'clock tip Eastern.
Yeah, 6:30.
6:30.
They're 27-0.
Yeah.
They're number 1 team in the MAC.
What could go wrong?
What's the worst that could happen? As of late, all these sketchy little lines.
This one seems sketchy. I mean,
Michigan. They just beat Bowling Green by 14. UMass, that was like a 2-point spread. They beat by 9. Ohio, the Bobcats, that game was like a 3.5, 4.5 point line. They win that game by 16. Marshall, the game before, 16. I mean, this is just against the spread win. Against the spread win. Against the spread win. Against the spread win.
Eastern Michigan has lost 9 of their last 10 games. They just lost to Toledo by 19. They had a win against Central Michigan. Before that, lost to Western Michigan, lost to Kent State, App State, Akron, UMass, Central Mich, Kent State, Bowling Green.
But this is what Vegas loves to do. They'll give you this sketchy little line because they want you to believe in a 10 and 18 Eastern Michigan. They want you to believe in a 10 and 18 Michigan. Because if they set this line at 15.5, Jimmy, Johnny, and Joey, everyone around the block would just be blindly taking Miami of Ohio. Set it at 20.5. Set it at 25.5. It does not matter.
It's got to matter.
They're setting this at 8.5 to give hope. Because, Loop, if they set this line for Eastern Michigan at 3.5, 2.5.
I bet this line. We're recording this on Monday. I bet this line by Tuesday tip is 10.5.
Good.
So we're in early.
All I'm just saying is, if this line of Eastern Michigan was 2.5 against 27-0 Miami of Ohio, my Twitter timeline tomorrow would be an Eastern Michigan fucking faithful.
That's true.
You would think it was Noah's Ark going to Eastern Michigan, showing up on the shores of Michigan, going against this Miami of Ohio team if this spread was under 5 points.
Yeah.
And it's 8.5, which is still sketchy, which even makes you still believe that there could be some fluke shit in the air, but there's not going to be.
Lost 9 of 10.
But there's not going to be. I watch it every time.
They give up like 90 points. I mean, every game they're not scoring. They score 60 points a game, and Miami of Ohio scores 190.
Take the first half spread. Miami of Ohio, every time you look at halftime, they're up double digits.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Miami of Ohio.
It's time to watch. Also, like, be a part of history, you know? Tune into Miami of Ohio at 6:30 on a Tuesday. And I know if you're watching this, you're going to be watching that.
Yeah.
So
let's continue on down the line.
All right, next game, we got Arizona-Baylor. Arizona right now laying 11.5, going to Baylor. I want to say Arizona really fucked me this weekend.
Yeah,
I was in Vegas, and like every parlay that was involved was Houston money line. That guy, Anthony Del Orso. I mean,
yeah,
he looked like Larry Bird.
Yeah, where the fuck did he come from? I've watched
spot up, dribble.
I've watched the last 10 Arizona games. And he has not done dick.
Going to the hoop and one. Free throws, he doesn't miss them. Threes, he doesn't miss them. Massive threes. Steals, blocks.
Fading threes.
Yeah.
I've watched the last 10 Arizona games. He has not done dick.
I was yelling because they weren't, I don't know if they were talking about it and then the volume on loud because we were in the sports book. I think they went 12 minutes without a basket, Houston. And they went like 7.5 minutes without a point.
Yeah.
Once they took the lead, after that, they went 7.5 minutes without a point. And then 10 minutes without a hoop.
Unbelievable.
So that's very upsetting. Anyway, with that being said.
And Arizona has been playing not good.
No, I know, but
they didn't cover against BYU. Then the game before that, they had lost, and then they dropped their first one against Kansas. Then they drop again at home against Texas Tech. Arizona had not been playing good ball. No. And then they show up to Houston. Houston had just lost on the road, undefeated in the Fertitta Center all year long, and they're without Koa Pete, and they lose.
Houston can score. Yeah. Maybe it's one of those things without Koa Pete, they're like, you know, their rotations are getting better. They got their guys, you know, playing the way they should without him, and now maybe they're going to hit a little hot point.
Well, yeah, I think that might have been a turning point in a game that they needed to turn this around. I think Baylor is not good. Baylor stinks. They're at home. That one game that we took Baylor at home versus BYU, plus the 2.5, they lose that game by 5. They were winning a bunch of the time.
Yeah.
Arizona's going to walk into Baylor and win by 15 plus.
Yeah.
This is a team at home who lost to Texas Tech by 20, who lost to Louisville by 11. Why can't Arizona walk in there? Baylor's coming in off of a win against Arizona State at home.
Yeah.
Hang the banner. They got a win last game, which means they're probably due to lose their next 3 or 4. Give us Arizona minus the 11.5. Yeah. I know they're coming off a big emotional win, but as of late, they have been playing fucking juggernauts.
Yeah.
Kansas, Texas Tech, Houston, whatever. All the Big 12, top of the Big 12. Now,
BYU.
Now, you get to play Baylor. It's like night and day. They're going to slap them around. Baylor has stunk this year.
And the road has been pretty good to Arizona this year. They only have one loss on the road in conference, and that was at Kansas, a game that, you know, the crowd got to them. They could have won. They beat Houston on the road. They beat BYU on the road. Like, they're battle-tested. It seems like maybe without Koa Pete, they've rounded into some form. I know we shat on them on Saturday, but life comes at you fast. Go lay it on Baylor, and everything will be okay again. Everybody will forgot about that 2 or 3.
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was a good spot for Arizona.
No.
And sometimes in college basketball, when you kind of sell out on a team, we should have bought low, I guess.
Del Orso turned into.
I looked at you. I said 5.5 point spread's pretty crazy, and you're like, that probably is an indicator that this is Houston's game. A big spread against a really good team.
Big 12, go with the home team.
Yeah, for Fertitta Center, if they're gonna win, maybe it's gonna be 5.5, but at very least, they're still gonna win this game. Arizona goes in and somehow beats Houston, coming off of a loss. In a place they haven't lost a game all year. So March Madness is around the corner, and there are plenty of sporting events going around. We're looking to try to go to the Final Four in Indianapolis. What better place to look no further than SeatGeek?
Which is why we want to give SeatGeek a shout out. I mean, I've been scrolling on SeatGeek for days. We got so many games coming up. College basketball, we got opening day on the horizon. SeatGeek has over 70,000 events listed, games, concerts, etc. It's the best ticketing app out there.
And of course, we have a code for you. Use LOCKS10 for 10% off your next purchase on SeatGeek.
That's 10% off any tickets with promo code LOCKS10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. And this is a good segue, because we want to talk about surprising results over the weekend at home. There was no bigger one than what happened to Kansas hosting Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I mean, what in the hell? Like, I got my eye on that in the corner of the room, and, you know, Kansas is down 2, they're down 4, they're down 5 minutes left, and then all of a sudden they're down 20.
Yeah, they could not miss a 3.
No.
Cincinnati was lights out.
Yeah.
They couldn't miss.
No, they didn't miss.
Do you know over the last 2 weeks of college basketball, there's only 3 teams in the country who are both top 15 in defensive and offensive efficiency, one of which being Cincinnati.
All right. Bearcats.
So, like, this team's been very, very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, that was as surprising a college basketball score as you're going to see. Kansas at home loses by 16. They give up 48 in the second half to Cincinnati. And Peterson played.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe he's, I don't know. It's going to get weird in the tournament. I'll tell you what, there are going to be some people that if he gets subbed out of a game in the tournament are not going to be happy.
Correct.
And it's not impossible. People think, he's going to play in the tournament. These agents don't give a fuck.
Today, AJ DeBonsa flipped odds. First overall pick from DP.
Wow.
Look, but do I think that Cincinnati is a good team? No.
Not really.
They're coming off their biggest win of the season, and it's not even close.
This game, it seems like a letdown spot.
It has to be a letdown spot.
It's an ultimate letdown spot.
If Cincinnati I don't care if they have no JT Toppin. I don't care if they're missing half the team. In Texas Tech, Red Raiderville.
After you go to Lawrence and get a win.
Get a win.
You're going to go to Texas Tech and get another win?
You're Cincinnati.
And then get ready to hang the banner.
Yeah. I mean, let's not forget that 6 games ago, this is a team who lost to Houston by 20.
Yeah, and
they lost to Arizona by 20.
Yeah, and they lose. Yeah, and now Texas Tech, I mean, this is a good team. They lost Toppin, but they came back. They just blow the brakes off Kansas State, score 100 points, cover the spread of like 22.
They're at home.
Letdown spot. Give me Texas Tech.
I feel like Texas Tech right now is going to be playing for JT Toppin and rallying.
Also, like we said about Cole Pete, maybe a game or 2 under your belt without him.
Yeah.
Start to learn more about who you are.
As a team.
Give us the Red Raiders.
Cincinnati, it's just a letdown spot.
Yeah.
This hasn't been a team all year we have batted an eye against. We haven't talked about Cincinnati all season long. All of a sudden they beat Kansas and we're supposed to just jump on the fucking boat.
A lot of people are.
A lot of people are, but I don't believe in that. There's just no way that all of a sudden, if Cincinnati were to keep this game within 5 points in Texas Tech, I would be truly shocked.
Which is why we're laying the 5.5.
So give us Texas Tech -5.5. Bearcats.
And another segue, because this is how you do it in the biz.
Yep.
Another letdown spot.
Yep.
Auburn, Oklahoma.
Auburn somehow wins at home against Kentucky by the hairs on their ass cheek. Now they have to go on the road. This has to be the biggest letdown team of all of college basketball in the 2025-2026 season.
Yeah, I mean, this team, I think, just like isn't very good. They won that game against Kentucky. They kind of clawed back in the last minute.
They have good talent.
Yeah.
And they are not a 13-loss team.
No. And, I mean, that's what happens when you hire the head coach's son.
That's what I was getting to.
That's why Robbie Krzyzewski isn't coaching Duke. John Shire is.
Stephen Pearl needs to be fired yesterday.
Yeah.
And this has just been the most embarrassing, pathetic season Auburn has had in a very, very long time. I mean, you still have an all-American point guard in Tahad Pettiford. You still have really good pieces around the wing and down low. This is not a bad team. This is not a bad SEC team. This is by far not even close to a double-digit loss team.
No.
Auburn should be ending this season around 8-9 losses. The fact that we're sitting here a week out from March and they're sitting at 13 losses is blasphemy.
Yeah.
This is the biggest letdown in all of college sports or all of college basketball out of any conference this year.
I wonder how many years the coach gets. 2?
Shouldn't be more than 1.
I feel like it's 2.
I think they need to make a change this season, or all of a sudden this program is just going to be a downward spiral. Who the fuck's going to want to go to Auburn?
Yeah, look, we threw this game in because we like Oklahoma here in a letdown spot.
1,000%.
Sketchy slate for a Tuesday.
Auburn shouldn't be this respected on the road against any SEC opponent. I believe Oklahoma lost a lot of tough, close games.
Yeah, at home they lose to Bama by 2. They lose to Arkansas by 4. They lose to A&M by 4.
Yeah.
A
lot of very close, sketchy games.
It's a pretty shitty game. Auburn loses 5 in a row. Buzzer beater win against Kentucky. Letdown spot. Give us Oklahoma.
Give us Oklahoma. Give us Oklahoma. Give us Oklahoma.
And then the last game, game number 5, we're going to talk about a team that's been treating us pretty well lately. Tennessee Volunteers.
I said Tennessee would go into Vandy as 3.5-point underdogs, leave the points at the door, win outright in an in-state rival.
That's a hell of a game.
This team, yeah, they fought back. This team is rounding into form. I wish we could take Tennessee to win the SEC tournament now with better odds, but all books are offering is regular season.
Yep.
Like I said, our dark horses to win the SEC tournament, which probably won't even be as dark by the time the tournament comes around, is Tennessee and Arkansas.
Yep.
No Alabamas, no Florida.
Yep.
No, a couple other big teams in the SEC, whatever. But neither here or there. Love Tennessee. Missouri's coming off a loss.
Yeah, none of these SEC schools are that trustworthy, it seems. I mean, Florida's probably the best team, right?
Yeah.
Arkansas's good. They don't play a lot of defense. Alabama doesn't play any defense. Tennessee at least switches up the style. Will kind of grind you out. They got some good players, and recently they've won 4 in a row and 8 of 9.
I mean, at this point, I think the 3 top odds to win the SEC tournament will go Florida, Tennessee, Arkansas. And we like this,
maybe Bama
weeks ago, but but Bama, I don't think they have
but I
the
feel
longevity
like Vegas
of
likes them.
Yeah, Bama.
But Barnes has the boys playing, dude. 8 of 9, 4 in a row.
I was gonna say this is the exact same spot. I feel like they were just in Vanderbilt. A team looking to bounce back at home.
Yep.
That being Missouri on the road, just lost. Now they're at home, where they've played decent. And I just don't buy it. Tennessee's the bigger, better, stronger team. They are rounding into form. They know themselves. They know their identity. Who the fuck is Missouri? Nobody.
Also, Missouri fucked us on Saturday. Layup at the buzzer to cover the spread.
They fucked us covering the spread against the Hogs. Last second cover. Get fucked, Missouri.
And I feel like there's a difference. We talked a lot about letdown spots.
Give us Tennessee minus 3.5.
I think Tennessee, this isn't a letdown spot in the sense that this is a team that's rounding into form.
Yes.
And playing the way that, they're just hot.
Yes. They have treated me, Tennessee has probably treated me the best out of any other college basketball team this season.
So we appreciate that.
I appreciate that heavily.
And we're 16 and 12? Is that right? 16 and 11? 16 and 11 so far in the college basketball season. They wanted us to put the record on the screen. Here it is.
Yeah. Don't shoot the messenger.
I
just want to see with Tennessee. So we took them against Vandy, which was a W.
Yeah.
Took them. The Wi-Fi in here is really doing well
Gavin
nowadays.
Starts scrolling.
Took them the game before that
Yep.
against Oklahoma. Then I laid off for a little bit. Took them against Auburn, I believe, at home because I was
at Alabama.
And then took them at Alabama. They won outright. Yeah, so this has been a really good run.
Yeah.
So,
come on, Balls. Keep it up.
Come on, Balls. Give us Tennessee minus 3.5. No bounce back in sight for Missouri at home. It's all Vols as far as the eye can see. So on a Tuesday night, it's Miami of Ohio, Miami of Ohio, Miami of Ohio, no matter where they are, what the gym, what country, what planet, minus the 8.5. Give us Arizona, rounding into form, massive momentum builder, no more Koa Pete, no problem. Give us the Wildcats minus the 11.5. This is how you spend a Tuesday night, ladies and gents. Then we go down to Red Raiderville. Give us Texas Tech minus the 5.5 against Cincinnati. Cincinnati wins one game, then all of a sudden we're supposed to jump in the boat. Not happening. They can fuck right off. Give us Texas Tech minus the 5.5. No JT Toppin. Time to rally.
Yep.
Time to rally. Then Auburn should not be getting any respect in any game at this point. Stephen Pearl should have been fired yesterday. Give us Oklahoma on the money line at home. Auburn stinks.
Yep.
They have completely lost their fastball. They are the most underwhelming, biggest flop of the college basketball season. already sitting at more losses than they've had in the last 5 years combined, might as well be. And then our 5th and final game on a Tuesday night, give us Tennessee minus the 3.5. This is how you spend a Tuesday night college basketball. If you don't show up in late February.
4-1. Let's get to 20-12.
If you're not here in February, don't show up in fucking March. We appreciate you. We thank you. And as always, we'll see you on the other side.